Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to talk about the Batman and Ninja Turtle crossover. And no, I don't mean the movie, which I already reviewed the movie on this channel, if you guys want to check it out. But I am referring to this crossover. Yes, I have these two crossovers, which I got this way before I got this. But I was like, after I reread this, there are like some parallels between these two. But there's definitely some differences. Like, there's a few lines that are said in this movie that I think the people who created this movie got inspired from this book. It's so cool. It's so cool. I'm loving it. I'm loving this. So, in this movie, we got Batman, Robin, and Batgirl teaming up with the Ninja Turtles. In this book, we got Batman, Robin teaming up with Splinter and the Ninja Turtles. I was sad that Splinter wasn't in the movie. So, long story short, we have an opening scene, right, of the Foot Ninja coming in, terrorizing a group of scientists, and the Ninja Turtles comes in and essentially stops the scientists from stealing, from my understanding. And we're getting the dialogue from this woman who's telling Batman this, and Batman says, "I'm on it." And then we get switched to this pizza delivery guy getting told to put the pizza on the street just so the turtles can take from the sewers and have some pizza time, right? And essentially we get the turtles surveilling Killer Croc. They initially fight Killer Croc, but we get a fight of like Batman versus the Foot Clan, paralleling to the Turtles fighting Killer Croc, which I thought that was so awesome. Which, let's just say, Killer Croc and the Ninja Turtles fighting each other was so awesome. Because, like, Killer Croc is Batman's version of Leatherhead, let's be real. I thought that was so cool. So cool, right? And then essentially, in Batman's fight with the Foot Ninja, Strider comes around, and Strider says to Batman, "This is not your fight, Bat. Be going with you! This is finish." And, essentially, we see the Turtles again, but this time we get a Master Splinter involved. And Raphael's mad. Splinter says essentially Raphael is right, because Raphael's mad because, like, because they just had to deal with Leatherhead, and Raphael was mad that the spice isn't safe for them anymore. And Splinter was saying Raphael was right. This place ain't safe for us anymore. We gotta move. And then we see the Batmobile. And then we see this really cool encounter between Strider and the Batman, right? And it's Batman and the Ninja Turtles. And we get this scene a scene that goes parallel with this movie, where Michelangelo goes in a pizza shop saying, "Everyone, run! There's a crazy guy in a bat suit trying to kill us." And then he gets, like, essentially reeled back to the fight. And this specific part right here was also in this movie, which is why I'm saying I feel like this movie took a few things from this book into the movie. And this scene being one of them, which I was so happy. And then Batman fights the Ninja Turtles, and essentially he kicks the turtle's butt. And then we get this fight scene between Splinter and Batman, right? And Splinter's it's pretty much like a third degree black belt in karate. So he's giving Batman a run for his money. And essentially then we see him doing Ninja Thanos. The Turtles at a layer talks about Batman stuff and their plan, right? And we see Batman at the Batcave talking to... What the hell was that? My screen went black. Anywho, we see Splinter and Batman talking to Lucius Fox at the Batcave. And we see in the corner Splinter sneaking into the Batcave to get some information. I think it immediately mixed two and two together, saying, yeah, Bruce Wayne's Batman. And we see Penguin and Shredder fight, working together. And before I continue, in this version, we see that Batman and the Ninja Turtles are in the same dimension. But in this version, the Turtles are they were teleported into their own from their universe to Batman's universe. And the Shredder essentially trying to get back to his dimension. The Turtles and Splinter are trying to get back to theirs too. But Splinter takes the Turtles back to the Batcave, where we initially see Mike Angelo having this fangirl moment, right? And essentially we see the Turtles and Batman talking, right? And this is where Splinter tells Batman some of their origins. And I like it. Like, we get the Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady in the mix. Like, so cool. So cool. And then Alfred comes down and he freaks out saying, "Begone, beasts!" And Batman says, "Calm down, Alfred." And essentially we get like the Turtles and Batman teaming up to stop the fight from their evil plan. And Shredder being overwhelmed, he retreats, and that's where he meets Ra's al Ghul, which is slightly different than how Shredder and Ra's al Ghul teams up in this movie, right? And so long story short, this is also then we go to Arkham Asylum and we see this therapist trying to get answers out of this clan ninja foot member, and he said, "I am the Foot. I have no name." And he just says that over and over again. And we see her passing the Joker, saying, pretty much saying, "You can't hide any secrets from me." Something like that. I don't know why I sound like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. And then we see Batman and Leonardo training, and it's pretty cool. Guess we see Splinter kind of directing them, and Splinter says, "Watch your footing," and Batman says, "He's fine," and then Splinter says, "I wasn't talking to Leonardo," and this is what happens, which I thought that was pretty cool. And essentially Raphael, being the hothead of the group, he has his outburst, because Raphael tends to have his little outburst because he's supposed to be the hothead. And so Raphael storms off, and we see that Shredder and Ra's al Ghul does this teleporter thing, right? Trying to reach the other teleportation, like trying home in the other teleport, home in the other dimension, right? And we see Casey Jones coming and trying to save the Turtles, which I was so happy. Like, that's one thing that this movie didn't have, is Casey are people. So I was like nerded out when we saw Casey try and come in for the Turtles. And so Batman comes in, says we need to talk. I won't even tell your brothers that you were here. And Batman tells Raphael his little origin story. And trying to not guilt trip him, Raph, but trying to inspire Raph to be more than what he is. And we see the Turtles, Leo, Raph, and Mikey taking another Batmobile and essentially realizing that Casey made it to Batman's dimension. And we see this little picture of Shredder and Ra's al Ghul looking at the Arkham Asylum gate with some ooze. Wonder what they could have happen. Like, I wonder what will happen. And so then we see Batman and James Gordon, which I loved. And we see Jim Gordon meeting the Turtles. And I thought this shot of Leonardo was pretty badass, if I have to say. I don't care if it's not part of the Batmobile. I mean, Bat Signal. That image alone is the bee's knees. And we realize that Leonardo gets down, and that's not because anyone attacked them, but it's because the longer that Splinter and the Turtles are in Batman's universe, the weaker their mutagen will be. So the more time they spend in Batman's dimension, that means the more time that means that at some point the Turtles and Splinter will revert back to just average turtles, an average rat, which won't be that very good. It won't be very good for the Turtles or Splinter. And so essentially we get Tim Drake Robin kicking the Turtles' ass until like Batman says, "Stand down." And then we see Shredder telling Batman not to underestimate the Shredder. And Batman says, "I won't." And Shredder said, "You already have." He says, "Your son here has told you of the coming raid. You believe that this Ra's al Ghul plots a double cross? Why else would he bring his forces here, other than to take down Shredder and reap the rewards of his conquest? But you don't see the double cross coming from Shredder himself. You don't know the lengths to which he will go in order to win." And we essentially see Batman and Robin heading off alone because the Turtles are growing weaker because the mutagen. And then we see like this really cool image of all the Batman Rose Gallery mutated, and it looks so badass, right? So badass. And essentially, Batman's hold prisoner, as we kind of see by Mr. Freeze a bit. And the Turtles and Splinter comes in and saves Batman. And there's just like this epic team up, and there's this really cool Bat Ninja Turtle looking suit right here. It's so badass. And there's this epic fight between Ra's al Ghul and Batman. And essentially we get like Shredder's helmet taken off, and then we see we finally see April O'Neil, and we see the Turtles and Casey finally going home to their home dimension. And then we just see like a few of these rogue galleries of Batman and the Ninja Turtles. This was like really cool. This got me on the edge of the seat. And I was saying, holy shit, this was intense. I love it. I love it. And so like when I heard that there was going to be a movie, I said, oh yes, please. Both were great on their own right, but keep on this one. I don't know if there's a sequel, but this was a birthday present from my brother to me. And oh my god, this is like one of the best birthday presents ever. I highly recommend you guys reading this. Really good read. Love this. One of the best crossovers ever. What do you guys think about this? If you read this, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. If you got one other, and I'll talk to you guys later. And Turtle Power, bros. Turtle Power.